Radiant team ban.
Welcome back to the International 2014 North American Qualifiers. I'm What Is Sip, and with me today on highground.tv, Mott. We're starting off early.
We are.
EHUG's here.
They are. I can't believe it. I thought for a second that perhaps we would get another FF loss, and that would be just a fantastic start. But I do have to correct you. It's not the North American qualifiers.
Oh, God.
But the
American
qualifiers.
qualifiers. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's okay. Listen, it's understandable. We've been doing like so much American stuff. It's hard to differentiate between the two, but It is important to note that Revenge is here, and they are a very strong South American squad. They've been playing well. They took down Sna yesterday, which was a really, really, really close game, I believe. I mean, I was watching it, and
Yeah, that was probably the closest game of the
that was
day.
the Mont Notes game, I believe.
Mont Notes.
Hashtag Mont Notes. I mean, first of all, I want to say we've had a great time casting, I think.
Yeah, it's been fun so far.
Not only are we casting, we're going to be doing hosting. I'll be doing a bit of obsing. We've been playing some Team Hearthstone.
Some Hearthstone by committee.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, like, everyone here is amazing. Everyone that's been involved. So all the BTS guys, obviously, everybody from Dota Cinema, all the D2L guys, everything has been fantastic. So we are going to jump into game number 2, everybody. And I got to say, this is going to be, I think, a decent matchup. EHUG, they're not looking that solid right now, but maybe a couple of wins.
They had some okay games yesterday.
Well, what's their record right now?
They're 2-3.
Yeah, they could use a win or two.
Yeah.
And against Revenge, that would be a huge victory for them. And I know that maybe EHUG aren't feeling the best right now about their roster and about their chances, but they've got to take this victory against Revenge. Otherwise, Revenge are going to stomp through and maybe get one of those top 2 spots, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Everyone loves Revenge and they love a good storyline, but I guess we'll have to see how it goes. This is going to be a close game. I expect it to be a close game. I don't expect it to be like that blowout that we saw
Hopefully
yesterday.
not.
I mean, that's interesting, too, is like EHUG got blown out by top 5, man. And that's
Top
just
5.
rough.
I mean, they're sitting at 4-1 right now. They still have a lot of good teams left to play.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, they've put on pretty decent performance. The only team they've lost to was CNB, who have fallen down in the standings 3-3. They were doing pretty well yesterday, and Sneaky Nix Assassins are up at 4-2. They have lost to Revenge as well as Liquid, so
Yeah.
they're doing pretty well. They're in 4th place and leading the way. North American Rejects 4-0. Team Liquid 4-1.
Yeah, I think it's like, except for those top 2 teams, it's kind of anyone's game. I mean, the thing is, NAR and Liquid are going to have a really, really rough day for teams to kind of get back into it. So we are
Absolutely.
underway in the draft. We should probably jump in and unmute our Dota and get ready to go here, I suppose, and it'll be good.
Yeah. So Revenge, well, they've picked up the Shadow Demon Mirana, and we've seen this
Countless
a lot
times, yeah.
over the last day. I mean, I guess it feels like it's been longer than a day, but
Yeah.
over the last day, we've seen Shadow Demon Mirana
Well, I mean,
a shitload. I mean, we saw it before that too.
yeah,
but it's
in the
really
ADL,
become popular now.
Yeah, and like in all the American leagues and stuff like that, you talked about it yesterday. It's one of the easiest combos to hit. First of all, and on top of that, you have the entire kit of Shadow Demon, which is very strong, very solid hero. You have Disruption, you have Soul Catcher, you have Shadow Poison, which is very underrated, and Demonic Purge, which is good for kiting certain heroes. So Revenge will pick up the easy 1-2 combo punch here. That'll give them a very good tri lane if they want to go for it. A good roaming duo if they play that Mirana up as a support. Benjaz likes to play it as a carry, so I wouldn't be surprised there. As a core, that's fine. I would like them to have another kind of core as well, other than just that Mirana.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mirana as your only carry your only core is pretty awkward.
That's what I don't like about it. Like, you hear me complain about it so much. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't like the single core Mirana, and like maybe like an initiator or semi carry, like a storm or something. Like that doesn't work as well, I feel like. So somebody that could just do well with farm other than that Potom. But EHUG are going to go for Nature's Prophet. Cakes likes to play this hero. I mean, he's going to be playing in the offlane most likely, or solo safe lane. They also pick up the Treant Protector, which at some point teams are going to start banning this hero, but I don't know when that's going to be. So
He's been really effective. I mean, you can't even.
Reserve time.
I mean, maybe he's a little bit overpicked, but I think he's pretty much won most of the games that I saw yesterday.
It was funny, I think, because Cinderin and Sunsfan were saying that all of them lost.
Yeah, but I definitely saw a lot of wins, and
Yeah.
his hero's win percentage is 56.5%.
That's pretty good.
6.81.
That's
So
pretty solid.
that's I mean, it's better than average. So
I mean, yeah, if you have a better than average win rate, you're going to go for that hero
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
pretty good. I mean,
I think Mirana's still 60% too.
yeah, Mirana is still really high, and Mirana has an unreal amount of games played. It's like over 250 in just 6.81.
I mean, it's because it really, like, if you hit a good arrow, like, the reward that you get from that is, like, you can't quantify it generally.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't really count on, like, how many good arrows you're going to hit and how many Starstorms you're going to be able to get as well. So, like, all of that right-click damage that you're going to be getting later on in the game is good, but it's really about the early game pressure. Moonlight Shadow is an amazing ability, which we've talked about time and time again, so it's not a surprise teams are picking it up. Teams have been picking Mirana for quite some time now. They started picking it sort of often back last year around this time, and like it was sort of a niche pocket strategy pick. But now it's like seeing.
I think speed gaming sort of pushed it into mainstream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sing Sing.
Sing Sing. I think if he was the one that I think popularized the hero.
Sigma played it a lot too.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, it was Sigma and it was definitely Speed Gaming. They were the ones that I think popularized it. They might not have been like the inventors, the innovators, but they were the ones that played it the most. I think at the time.
I mean, Sigma. I remember the biggest thing is they could play it in any lane. They played it off lane, they played it lane, they played it carry.
Yeah.
For speed, it was really just Sing Sing.
Yeah,
I mean, they won them in MLG, so
that's not an Envy type hero. You think about Envy,
definitely not an Envy hero.
You think about Envy, and you're like, oh yeah, Luna. Yeah, that's his hero, man. That's it.
Although he did do okay at Star Ladder with playing Potom.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that he can't play it, but like,
it's just not.
It's
not
just
an
not
Envy
his
hero.
hero.
Yeah, he likes the hard farmers and the.
Not that Mirana's not, but like,
yeah.
We talked about it. Like,
I think you definitely need to, because it's not like. I don't think you can get to the point with Mirana where if you just AFK and Rice, like it takes you so much longer to have a huge impact on the game.
I mean,
I think if you just sat in lane and did nothing but farm, I think it would probably take you longer than average than an average carry.
Well, here's the thing.
Effective.
Here's the thing. And the reason why that is because you think about the strong carries. You have an Anti-Mage, he's going to go for a Battle Fury. He can clear creep waves. You have, let's say, you have a Luna, you've got waves. You're going to be able to clear creep waves. The only thing Mirana has to farm is going to be a Maelstrom or going for an early Midas.
Yeah.
So, like, that just, like, and whereas if you go for an early Midas on other heroes like a Lifestealer, you'll be more effective early on because it's an early game hero. Mirana is not really an early game hero other than her magic damage.
Yeah.
So, like, and that's why I don't like that hero as a 1-core. Like, I mean, just as the solo 1-core. But enough about Mirana, I guess. I mean, there are other heroes.
I definitely agree with you. I think it's a hero that benefits a lot from being more active.
Yeah.
So I guess EG started playing more like that. I mean, they put their Potom on carry, but they pick Arteezy like a farmer.
Yeah.
So
the two semi carries are the one carry mid, and then like semi carrying the safe lane and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a very EG type lineup, and they have certainly, I think, shaped the draft for all American teams.
A lot of these American teams.
Would you ever see Witch Doctor if it wasn't for Zai?
No.
I mean, I don't think so. Would you ever see Tree Protector if it wasn't for PBD?
Probably not.
No, I mean, like
same with Darkseer. I mean,
Universe. Would you ever see a Darkseer if it wasn't for Universe? I mean, we're giving EG a lot of credit.
But they clearly I think Blink Darkseer that's like a Universe
solid
thing.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not like he was the first to do it, but it's still very solid.
Yeah.
So
for these players, I mean, that's definitely one of the teams that they model their drafts after.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and then a Morphling too. Like that's another hero. You could argue that other heroes. I mean, exactly. You could argue that other teams have done that, but like, it's so crazy to think about how one team has shaped the lineup of an entire like American scene. And if you're like PPD right now, you're feeling good about yourself because this is your meta. This is your meta that you're using essentially. And I guess that just comes with the nature of being the number one team according to Ghosty Gamers in the world. So
yeah, and they look pretty good, but these teams are going to have to face up against them eventually. And we've got an Enchantress as well as a Weaver for Revenge, and like you mentioned, the Witch Doctor and the Morphling. Looking through the bans here, Centaur banned out in the second phase for EHUG, as well as the Nyx Assassin. So their bans look extremely standard, not too targeted, just banning out the really popular heroes. And something I actually wanted to check, I feel like Sand King actually didn't do too well yesterday.
He didn't.
He had a 33% win rate yesterday, so...
LD was saying that he lost most of the games that he saw Sand King in.
3 and 6.
I don't think I saw any SKs yesterday, which
we had a couple. I think we had. I had at least one.
You and Basecamp did, but I certainly did not. But yeah, I mean, he's not going to get played this game, and he had a rough time. But it's interesting. I think people are starting to realize, okay, just don't let him jungle. Just make sure that he's not. I mean, because
I seem to really pressure him.
If you have Burrow Strike up, that's great and everything, but like that's not going. I mean, level 1 range is pretty terrible. So, as far as the teams go, though, I really like the lineup of Revenge. They pick a Weaver, which means that if you try to go for an aggro trialing with Team EHUG, you could just dodge and set the Weaver down there, and he probably won't die. You have Cask and Leech Seed, but then you just Shikuchi away and you'll be fine. There's a lot of nuke damage from Team EHUG, so if they do go try versus try, they might win. But the thing is, there's an Enchantress, so it's going to be like a dual lane with Marana and Shadow Demon, like a Weaver solo, a Brewmaster probably going to be mid. The Enchantress going to be... They can aggro try with like a jungler, but that's not as likely. Brewmaster is going to be a fun hero to watch, though. Try to get that early Blink Dagger, clap in, maybe go for that Ags a little bit later, and then all of a sudden... I mean, also the change to the Drunken Brawler we've talked about as well, which is pretty solid, so...
Yeah, I think it's... I mentioned this yesterday, I think, with base cap. Anything that makes a hero more consistent makes it more competitively viable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the true randomness is not really something you're looking for in your competitive tier heroes because sometimes you just lose.
Yeah.
But I think Brew he seems pretty good. I mean, his ultimate is really powerful. It's one of the best team fight ults in the game.
I like that.
Magnus is the last pickup here for
That's
Team
Jiggle,
EHUG, and that's a jiggle. That's a jiggle Magnus.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
The jiggle factor.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this guy knows how to hit push hooks. He knows how to hit,
skill shots. Dude, he hit so many arrows yesterday. I could not believe it. It was unbelievable.
So, I mean, honestly, knowing Jiggle, he shouldn't have a tough time getting RPs. But then again, like, a lot of these top tier, at least American teams, they know how to spread out. They know how to not be, like, stacked up, essentially. The thing is, too, also RP goes through Smash's Primal Split, which is nice. It's something to keep in mind. If you really want to lock down that Brewmaster, make sure he's not causing havoc. Or you could just RP before he gets that Primal Split off and just kill him with a combo.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And the thing is, too, also, an RP plus a cask plus a Maledict, the amount of damage that is, and then you throw a waveform on top of it is disgusting, man. Like, it's gross how good that could be, so...
Yeah, well, let's get a quick introduction of our teams here. For Team EHUG, it is going to be Jiggle Billy on the Magnus. This is, he's got, like, no items.
Yeah, he has 2 GG branches, and he's probably rushing a bottle. I mean, that means he's probably going mid. I'm sure someone's going to pull him tangos at some point, but...
Yeah, and on the other sides of things, we have Pandago as well. He's going to be on the Treant Protector. I'm a Sheep Sucks, going to be picking up the Witch Doctor. Justin, going to be on the Morphling. And Cake's going to be heading to the bottom lane as the Nature's Prophet. That's a hero I don't think I've seen Cakes play too much.
He plays it kind of often, and he's okay with it. It's not like his Clockwork, which is solid, but it's still a good hero for him. But for the side of Force Revenge, or I guess just Revenge now, the Peruvian squad coming out, and of course playing in their first match of the day, we've got Benjaz, the Slayer. He'll be on the Weaver, down in this bottom lane with Misko on the Shadow Demon. Mihawk playing a Marana, maybe in that support role as well. Mid lane, it's going to be Smash on the Brewmaster. Oof. Rough start for me already. And then to round it out, we're going to have Misoku on the off-lane Enchantress with the Smoke of Deceit and a Ward. I feel like Mihawk is going to rotate out, and they're going to have the Enchantress eventually, and then that gives a dual lane with Shadow Demon Weaver.
I think they're expecting aggro try with Morph, Tree, and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about in the draft. But like, this is a really weird way of dealing with it. And then the Enchantress offlane is like, the thing is now, like, Misoka's going to scout this out. He threw up a lane ward, so he's going to head down to the jungle now. They're going to rotate everybody up. They're going to dual lane Mihawk and Misko top, and then they're just going to have a solo safe lane Weaver up against a Furion, and Furion will probably take a lot of harass, but he can also dish out the harass using his treants, and it might be even, but I think I give the slight edge to Benjaz, despite the fact that his attack animation is pretty awful comparatively. So
yeah, I think maybe you have to pick up like a Stout Shield or something, so you don't have to worry about the treants as much.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
He's got a Ring of Protection, so that's going to get at least like 2 armor, which is not a lot right now, but like eventually you turn that into a Ring of Aquila, might not be bad. You won't maybe need a Stout Shield. I don't know. Stout Shields on Weaver I'm not really sold on, so Benjaz is going to miss his block a little bit here, but that's not a big deal. Misoku is going to get a double damage rune to start things off, and that's a good start. He can roam mid. He has a smoke, so if he gets like a Centaur Conqueror here, he could certainly go mid and kill Jiggle Billy, I think.
Yeah, and he waited quite a while to pick that up. He wants to make sure he can pair it up with Creep.
Oh man, Dark Troll is even better.
Oh man, that's like best possible Creep. So, Jiggle obviously did take Shockwave level 1, so.
Yeah, I mean, but he's got to go soon. I think Misoku's that DD runs out pretty fast.
He also could just go for Cakes.
Or yeah, he could go. Yeah, that's true. He can go for Cakes bottom, which is maybe an easier gank, or he might just continue to farm. He might pick up the Centaur Conqueror.
I think he's gonna wait for 2 creeps.
Yeah, it looks like he will. And then
leaves it.
That's fine. So the top lane right now, this is probably where the action is gonna be. Morphling should get decent farm. He just has to be careful not to get arrowed. Easier said than done. He's got a Treant Protector Pandago. He's here to help him out, and then obviously they've got Pulling Sheep here, and he'll probably go for Voodoo Restoration. When you see Witch Doctor and Treant, that's usually the combo they go for, but we'll have to wait and see.
Suko a little indecisive on this gank. Looks like he's going to wrap all the way around the back here.
He's going to go for a kill, and this is going to be a bit of a hefty dive. They have to push the tower in first, and it's not even really pushed in right now. Cakes is...
I think he's in decent position to do this, and here he goes. He's walking through. There's the net. Cakes, living armor, but that does not look like it's going to be enough. He easily goes down. Perfectly executed gank by Revenge.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned. I thought the creep wave not being there was going to be a bit of an issue, but the creeps took the aggro of the tower, and they just used that nice little initiation with the Summoner, as well as the Centaur Conqueror Stomp. Easy first blood coming out. That's Masoku getting it as well, which provides either a quick earn or boots or something like that, which is huge. And look at the tower damage. It's already below half health here, and this is nice. Cakes, there's not much he can do about this. He can throw up his treants and try to push this back, but he might need some help eventually. He can even rotate to the jungle if he's getting ganked continuously. So good stuff. And Masoku will pick up an Invis rune as well, but he'll probably just get another creep.
Yeah, this was actually extremely well executed. They had 3 range creeps pushing the lane in, brought it all the way to the tower. They had perfect movement on the gank. Everything went really well.
Yeah.
And I mean, Revenge have clearly done that a few times. It's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, and Masoku is actually known for his Chen and Enchantress play, so the fact that he gets that done is not surprising to me, nor to anybody that's familiar with the squad. So the Peruvians, I'm sure, are happy with that first blood. And we'll continue onward. Jiggle's leading the CS chart. He's 12-2, which is very strong. Gets a quick Arcane. Would be really nice to have that. His boots will come soon. Probably Bottle Crow potentially, because Room Control's been going solely to Masoku. And, I mean, Bottle Crowing for Jiggle's going to be very important. So, top lane, nothing's been happening here. They haven't really set up for an arrow. It's just been a lot of farming.
It's been pretty passive play by EHUG. I mean, they know that if they get in range for a disruption, there's a pretty high likelihood that someone could die.
Yeah.
It's just such an easy setup. There's not quite that much damage yet from Mihawk, only 1 level in Starstorm, but I think around levels 5 to 6, this lane gets pretty dicey for the Morphling as well as the Treant Protector.
Yeah, they will have to be careful. And there is that little bit of leveling advantage coming out from Revenge because it's a dual lane versus tri-lane, despite the fact that Sheep's been pulling continuously, which is really strong. He's on level 2, so Sheep not getting levels is kind of bad. You want to get levels on your Witch Doctor, but he could find that through roams or through, TP ganks and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's going this sort of new style build on Witch Doctor where he's going to max out Maledict here. I'm pretty sure. He did this yesterday as well. And
mid lane. Looks like Jiggle's going to get caught out. Oh, the last hit not going to go for Smash. He was so close. Even Thunderclap for that. Jiggle's going to have to head back home or Bottle Crow. It looks like he's going to crow it. Get some regen going his way. Living armor as well. And very
Smash
close.
just clapped again too, so he's in pretty safe shape at this point. But yeah, this is something that Sheep did yesterday as well, and basically the advantage of this build is you can walk around and get solo kills very easily. So we'll see if that works out for him this game, and it was quite successful yesterday, I have to say. So Smash going to get the rune now. It was protected by the Shadow Demon, and that's a little bit annoying for Jiggle Billy. He's just going to have to Bottle Crow.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to have to Bottle Crow, but it's sort of like a DK and your Breathe
Yeah,
Fire.
it's not, yeah, exactly.
It's like the same kind of thing. You just get CS just using your Shockwave, essentially. So, yeah, for Jiggle to... I mean, he also needs Arcane, so as long as he doesn't die, he'll be okay, I think. And RP's got to be really useful, but Brewmaster's 6 right now. He's got Primal Split. He's got a Haste Rune, so if he wants to gank, he certainly can. Like, Haste is going to be your best opportunity to gank, and the wards are going to come down pretty soon. And, obviously, like, the 5-6 minute mark when those wards go down is pretty important. The thing I want to note is Justin is known for his Morphling play. This guy knows how to hit creeps, this guy, and I think Kalo Guy and I were... actually, it might have been Ryu and I who were watching a game with Justin playing the... or Pip, potentially, who were watching Justin play Morphling, and he had so much CS and so much farm that it just worked out so well, but... we'll see if he can carry this game, because Weaver, Benjaz is sitting at 23 last hits right now. He's getting zoned out. They did start dual laning, 2-1-2ing, sending Sheep down bottom, which I love that rotation, but you talked about how careful EHUG have to be now that like the Mirana's 5 and 6. You're exactly right.
Yeah, this is when it becomes dangerous. When this Starstorm's leveled up, when you get in the position that if you get double Starstorm, you're going to be taking like, I don't know, over 350 damage, it gets pretty dicey, yeah. So they need to be careful here, and so far they've done a good job of keeping this positioning pretty much perfect. And I mean, you can tell because as soon as you get even a little bit out of position, like Pandago right here, oh god, we say nice things, and oh, they missed the arrow. He still might die. He's trapped in. Leech Seed, is that enough? Doesn't look like it. Nature's Attendance from Masuko. They're going to try to turn this around. Justin, oh, what a stomp. Taking a lot of damage. The cask is flying through the waveform, through the trees. Sheep has to get out of here. Has not used Maledict. Doesn't have a lot of charges on this stick, but he is just dead.
Yeah, that and I said it again, Smash with a Haste Rune, he's going to gank. He's going to look for Justin. Justin can just, he's got Living Armor. He can even Strength more if necessary. I don't think he'll try to man fight Smash. He's got mana for Primal Split, so if he wants to go on this, he certainly can. He's going to decide not to. Like you said, there is Maledict on him, but That was just a nice gank. Masoku rotated up. They didn't even need the arrow. You mentioned he was trapped in. They got the kill. And they couldn't focus down the Enchantress. She has 3 points into Nature's Attendance, so you're not going to kill that. I mean, she's just going to out-heal you, essentially. And now they're going to focus down this Tier 1 tower top. They might be able to take it. They don't have any creeps. They can maybe defend this with Pandago and Living Armor. They're going to fort it up right now. And, yeah. Honestly, they're going to TP, and Skewer's going to go through. Masoku gets RP'd right now. Arrow's going to fly. Jeez. It's going to land on Jiggle, but there's the waveform. The right-click Misco getting caught out. They're turning it around. They're looking for Mihawk. He already leaped away. You have to cask up now, but now there is going to be Smash coming in. He's going to have his ultimate. Will he use it? He's going to Thunderclap first. Look at that damage, but they still will take the Mirana. Smash. There's the Primal Split coming through. They've got to leave now. Cakes, he gets hit up with the boulder. Now up in the air is the Magnus. Pandago, Living Armor. Did he already use it? It looks like he did. Double kill for Smash. He's still fighting. Pandago getting low. Jiggle cannot help out. He has Skewer ready when he comes back up. Justin getting Soul Catcher. Miss goes back in it with Masoku as well. There's the waveform coming through. Justin doesn't do nearly enough damage. Pandago, Demonic Purge, I believe, or a slow with Thunderclap was the job there. But now Misco getting low. Justin trying to man fight here, but there's the Nature's Attendance again. The right click, the waveform cleans it up. The Nature's Attendance, not enough there. Justin getting a lot of kills, but Smash is dominating. He gets a third kill with that rotation up. He has his Blink Dagger in 50 gold. What a play from Smash. It is Smash +4, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and that was just perfect execution by him. He was very patient with his ultimate. That's really important with Brewmaster.
Yes.
If you blow your ulti at the beginning of the fight when there's like a million heroes alive. Bottom
Ben
Benaz!
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's just...
Deny that tower, dude.
That's just...
Deny the tower. He's nice job.
But like I was saying, I mean, you need to be patient with that ultimate. If you go in and use it when there's 5 heroes, generally they just burst down the fire, the fire panda, and then you just don't really do any damage, to be honest. Yeah. So that was just perfect execution, and he definitely gets hugely rewarded for it. Now has the Blink Dagger up.
Yeah, the Blink is huge, and I thought he might not have enough mana for his combo, but he certainly did. Arrow's going to fly. It's going to miss on Sheep, but he already just took that Thunderclap to the face. Nice cast there, but he's going to get maybe some help. Nice Skewer.
Man.
And then the right click and the Shockwave. That's enough. Smash pops the haste rune. He wants to get out. Maldic shouldn't get this kill. He'll be just
Cakes
fine.
is coming in.
Oh, Cakes. That's maybe too aggressive here. No Smash Shockwave. It's going to land. The Sprout is up as well. Will they get this kill? The RP just to secure it. Double kill for Jiggle Billy, baby.
Yeah, and you might say it's a little bit unnecessary, but you know that the Panda just popped his ulti not too long ago, so there's going to be a bit of time for you guys to recover and get that RP back online. But
yeah,
I mean, getting a kill like that when he's 4-0 is just...
That's huge. That's a dominating streak gone. Yeah. That's the goal for Jiggle.
500 gold for Jiggle.
And that puts him pretty close to his Blink Dagger. He was at 1,700 last time I checked, so that's, I mean, he doesn't have the Blink Dagger quite as fast as Smash. He kind of got outlaned, but now he's got more CS, and they're getting room for Justin to farm. Aquila is done. Treads are done. The only problem is that Ben Haas, he's got a Midas online right now, and Aquila as well. So if you look at the net worth, it is going to be Magnus leading the way, surprisingly enough, but everyone else is kind of close behind. It's a very, very compact net worth chart here. Yeah,
everything is fairly even in all of the cores, so we'll see how it continues here. Justin is still farming. Does he have something on the core here, or is he actually just this poor? He's pretty poor.
He's pretty poor.
He only has 35 last hits. Does have 2 kills. Waveform's a pretty powerful nuke in the early parts of the game, especially against supports.
They've been coming to his lane a lot, and they've been trying to gank him, and the past 5 minutes has just been him getting ganked nonstop. He hasn't died, which is fine. He's got his treads, he's got Ring of Health, he's got everything going.
He's got, I mean, he's doing fine. He has Aquila as well, which is a fair amount of damage, so...
He's got more than the Mirana, that's at least there's that. And Mihawk is, like, he's doing okay, but Justin is still getting decent CS and decent farm, so...
I'm pretty sure Mihawk is Bassy toggling in lane. That's extremely annoying to play against.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna...
It's not that bad, but I just saw, I think Justin missed the last hit because of it.
Because of the armor?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. Disruption on the backside now. Air's gonna fly. It is gonna land on Pandago, but they're gonna throw up the cask, and it's gonna hit Mihawk's gonna leap away, so... No harm done there to Pandago. He'll back off. He is level 6, so he's got overgrowth. What about the Witch Doctor? He is level 4, so Sheep is... I think vastly underleveled. Yeah, he's the lowest level in the game right now. They've got to get him level 6.
Yeah, and the net worth for both of these supports for EHUG is a little bit worrying. I mean, Pandago is extremely poor as well, both sitting around 1,000 net worth. And looking on the other side, Shadow Demon is the lone support. I mean, Enchantress is a little bit of a support, but really want to build her like a semi-carry. And Misco even has a higher net worth, so they need to try to get something moving along for these supports on EHUG. Maybe, I mean, just being involved in a big team fight will help them a lot, and they have RP now.
Yeah, they have Blink too. That's the thing.
Yeah, they need to decide if they think they have enough damage to kill Smash in an RP. I'm not sure they do.
They need Death Ward for it, I think.
Yeah, he has a lot of HP, over 1,000.
Like, if they have Death Ward, they definitely get the kill, for sure. But not until then, I don't think. Maybe with Waveform, it might be enough, but I still don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He has a lot of HP.
Even if you get a full combo off with Magnus, a full Waveform off, that's about all the right-click and all the magic damage you're going to be doing. I mean, Cakes can come in and they can try to right-click him down, they can try to throw up a Casket and Maledict, but Death Ward is going to be your main damage source. That's why they picked the Mag, I think, because they know how well it synergizes with Witch Doctor. At least one of the reasons why, but it really comes down to, and this is exactly what I want to see. Sheep gets mid experience, just solo mid experience, which gets him to level 6, and then he'll start roaming around. They'll be a bit more aggressive, maybe try to shut down Ben Haas a bit, and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And down bottom, Jigglebilly's joined up here with Cakes. It looks like maybe they want to try to kill Ben Haas, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to with time lapse. And I think Jigglebilly might have had the same realization. He's playing quite far back.
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't want to show.
Yeah, he doesn't. And well, Misoku's going to actually smoke up. He, like you said, he's not really going to be going for that support build. Yeah, he got Arcanes, but he went for a point booster as well, which means he's going to go for the early axe. He's going to wrap around. This time there's no tower. He's thinking about it anyway. He doesn't have any lockdown creeps. He's got the Tornado from Wild Rain. He's got the Hellburst.
Bottom lane.
Thunderclap. Skewer back.
He just RP'd for that.
Did he really?
Yeah. And Sentry Ward is down. Ben Haas trying to make it out of here. Looks like he's going to be just fine. Yeah, they blew RP for that. I mean, not really sure if you can get that kill. It seems pretty tough.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult. I mean...
Sheep's level 6, though.
Yeah. It's going to be some TPs mid. Sheep was getting dope, potentially, as Smash was in here, and Misoku as well. Jiggle looking for Blink, but again, he doesn't have RP. He's going to try to maybe skewer for this. Misoku, he's got Nature's Attendants, and so he's going to take some damage, but he's going to heal right back up for the most part. Smash jumps in. There's the clap and the Primal Split. They hit the arrow on Justin. The Overgrowth flies. Is it enough to save Justin's life? He's got a Strength Morph and Waveform out here. It looks like he will. He's going to do some damage to Mihawk in the process, but Justin getting chased down. He'll use his Stick Charge just to get more mana. He is tanky, but is he tanky enough? It looks like no. The impetus damage will be enough coming out for Revenge. They'll take 2. They might even take 3. Nice blink away from Jiggle. They might not find him here. It looks like they won't. They're just going to let him go. And that's going to be a 2-for-0 trade, and they'll probably try to take this tower on top of all of it.
So so I know that the change for Yules, there's damage when you hit the ground, but I guess the Brewmaster Spirit doesn't have that.
I don't think so.
Apparently not, because he just blinked away. I assume it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I was like, how did he blink? And then I realized it's just a Brewmaster.
Just
a Brewmaster. But looks like Revenge are going to be taking the mid lane tower here and taking a quick look at total gold. Very small advantage for Revenge in both XP and gold. So things are pretty even at this point. And I mean, it comes down to there's a Morphling farming on one side, and on the other side there's a Weaver. Unfortunately, the Weaver now is nearly the highest net worth in the game. Cake's actually the one leading it. They're trading back and forth.
Yeah, actually, Cakes is doing really well. Usually when he's playing in off-lane Nature's Prophet, he gets shut down pretty hard. For the most part, it's been kind of like, and not to dump on Cakes, but he needs to kill him. Misoku gets Sheep in that mid lane, it looks like. But yeah, not to dump on Cakes, but it's surprising that he's doing this well. I really prefer Justin in the late game, but you know, I've been wrong before, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to be going for a Shadow Blade, so this is the split push oriented. Oh, Jigglebilly, did he bite off more than he can chew? We'll find out. Masuku's here. They overgrow Smash still here. Does not have ulti. I'm a little surprised they're not going on that more aggressively.
They could have RP'd Smash and he would have died, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe they thought he had ulti up.
He just used it. There's no way they thought he had it. It's actually up in 10 seconds, so I guess it wouldn't have been unreasonable.
Maybe they're not 100% sure. It seems like that's probably the only reason you don't go for that.
But
kill.
even if you you could just RP and maybe kill him before he gets it off.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot. Now the thing is, they know that he has it up now, so they're gonna deny the top tier 1. So they are gonna go in. There's gonna be the Skewer coming in as well. The RP. Are they gonna use the Death Ward? Absolutely. Smash. Can he get his ultimate off? Yes, just in time.
God.
And now they've got a back way. Overgrowth is not ready. Sheep taking a lot of damage. He might even die for this. The Shockwave's going to go. Sheep, no Voodoo Restoration. He is about to fall, but will not. And they're instead going to turn their attention towards Pandago and Jiggle. Pandago getting rocked up. The impetus damage. Look at that. Long-range Javelin. Hitting one after another. He will fall. Smash will blink away. And that is the problem. If they'd went on that earlier aggression, they'd probably get the kill, but he just got that Primal Split off, ready to go.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. That's sometimes, that's the risk you run. If you don't kill him, then you're in a really bad position because he's in the middle of your whole team in his ultimate, so.
I mean, and Sheep takes 3 hits and he's
yeah, and he's just dead. He has no HP. I mean, he has no HP items. He only has 682. He is paper thin.
Yeah, I don't know what you could have done differently there if you're a sheep or if you're the mag.
Go on him the first time.
Yeah, that's probably the other thing. He had full cask levels. He has 1 level in Death Ward, so it's not like, I mean, maybe an extra level in Maldic gets the kill, but then again, he just primal split, so.
You know, top lane, they're pushing into the tower here. Looking to get this 3rd tier 1 down, actually. That'll finish it off for the tier 1s for EHUG. And Arrow's out here, is going to completely miss. Cask used. EHUG taking a fair amount of damage, but nothing too serious. And the rest of EHUG is starting to rotate over.
Look at Mihawk's net worth. He's really far behind. He doesn't have a drum yet. He's only got Phase Aquila and barely a drum coming out. And the drum recipe's not even done yet. So Mihawk he's been just sitting top and farming, and it's not been doing anything. Like, he's not really been a part of these fights at all. He's only got 57 last hits. I'm not sure how his CS is going so poorly because I haven't really seen him in any part of these engagements, but it's not going well.
Yeah.
So.
Not at all. And Justin is building towards the Lincoln Sphere. He almost has it. I mean, he's recipe away at this point, so that's pretty decent. I mean, considering how much action there was in the top lane, I think that's okay.
Yeah, and he's closer than that of the Weaver. Obviously, we were at to go for a Midas first, so it's going to be a bit later. But just to have that Lincoln's bit earlier is going to be nice.
Yep, and TP's coming bottom. Justin takes a shockwave, as well as a little bit of extra damage, and it's Sheep. Sends over the cask and bounce through these creeps, and maybe they'll find themselves a free Satyr kill. Looks like it's just going to expire.
That poor Satyr, man.
No, they got it.
I don't think any of them got the last hit, but it just died. That's unfortunate.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Well, Masuko and Benhouse is still here, but in the top lane, Pandego sneaking around with this Nature's Guise, and it's going to be... Oh, that was a little bit off in the dust. Very close, though.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an Aghanims for Smash, so not too surprised. And to be honest, it seems like this Brewmaster sort of caught EHUG by surprise.
Yeah.
Their engagements on it have not been the best, and it's definitely been a source of most of their mistakes this game, I'd say. So we'll see if they can clean that up. I mean, Brewmaster is really, like, he's peaks out sort of around 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, right when he gets his Aghanims, right when he's level 16. That's when he's going to be at his strongest. But it might even be a little bit sooner than that. He's had quite a good game, so.
It's going to come down to the ultimates. It's going to come down to Mag RP, and it's going to come down to Primal Split as well. They're going to try to fort bottom and Living Armor. They're going to TP in there. Blink coming through. Skewer RP onto 2. The Shockwave. Look at the waveform damage. The Moonlight Shadow. They've got dust on him, though. Misoku is going to go down. It's going to be Jiggle getting 1 kill, Justin the other. Yeah, that's a huge cleanup coming out for EHUG right now. Top lane, the action's not done yet. Sheep getting blinked on. There's the Thunderclap in. The right clicks as well. Living Armor already went through. He's trying to deny himself. Not going to happen. TP coming back in from Justin. Smash. He has Primal Split still, I believe. Arrow's sailing through. It's going to miss on Justin. There's the split. Pandego going to throw up the Overgrowth. Waited for that split to come out. Really nicely done, but that is a long duration. Pandego getting caught out. They're going to get 1 more kill. Skewer in. That'll be on the Spirits and on Mihawk right now. Can Jiggle get anything else done? Waveform. Mihawk falls. Cakes. He's man fighting on this Fire Panda here. Now Smash will blink away. EHUG, they win the engagement. They are looking solid right now.
Yeah, 2 great little team fights in a row for EHUG. I mean, that one went pretty much perfectly as well. They didn't lose anything. And I think this is the key for them. You can use your disables before Brewmaster ults and just try to kill him. Or you can wait, because they all their ults, you know, will at least stop the pandas. It doesn't do damage to them.
Yes.
But the thing is that really the only one you need to kill if you're like a support or something is the fire one. That's the one that does the most damage.
Yes.
The stun is annoying on the green one.
Yes.
The blue one doesn't really...
I mean,
really
the blue one, like, throwing you up in the air is kind of annoying,
too.
Yeah,
but
like,
only if there's the fire one there when you come down to kill you. Yes. They did a really nice job in that fight, and that's going to earn Justin his Lincolns, which now, considering the fact that he bought full treads as well as Aquila, that's pretty decently timed. He's picked up a nice couple kills. That last fight bought him as well. I mean, they basically have just killed everyone from Revenge except Smash in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, that's huge for them. That's really big. And Overgrowth has been so good, too. Pandego has been playing out of his mind. And people think that this ability, like, used to be underrated. Everyone, like, used to think it was really bad, but, like, it stops magic minion units, so, I mean, that just makes it useless for Smash. I mean, not for a couple seconds, he can't do anything. So, Pandego's been, like, really, really waiting for that ultimate, and you talked about it as well, so it's really important that he does that. Bubble hands on Justin right now. The Lincoln Sphere is going to get popped, and that's one thing that Smash has, is the Drunken Haze is going to be good for Lincoln's popping, so.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be trying to do that as much as possible, and, well, it looks like EHUG, maybe they want to defend this top tower. Sheep's coming over. Cakes does have teleportation available. He's pretty farmed. He's finished the Shadow Blade. He's got an ultimate orb as well.
He's gonna be going Scythe.
I think that's a perfect item choice against Brewmaster.
Yeah, it's
and just
gonna
try
be
to and this is the strategy that you kill him before he ultimates. You know, you sheep him, RP him,
then RP, yeah,
and hope that he just
and
dies.
then like Death Ward and hope that you have enough damage to get the kill there.
Which you should. I mean, that's a lot of disables.
And the thing is, though, Brewmaster's probably going to go for an Assault Harass at some point because of Death Ward and the physical damage. They want more armor on their team. So Smash, I would not be surprised for him to pick that up. And then if he gets that, then maybe there's a bit of an issue here for EHUG killing Smash, which they're having trouble doing already. He's only got one death to his name. So Smash has been, again, the driving force for revenge. Yeah. He had that last fight, too.
but
I think he had that last fight, maybe? They're going to try to wait here. They're going to cask up. Overgrowth might go for Pandago. Smash is looking to fight. He's got a DD rune here. He's going to run right into the jungle. The creep wave, or one creep I should say, is blocking. But Justin's here. The Lincoln Spear is going to go. RP's going to come through. Not going to hit on Smash, though. They're going to get a skewer there. The Death Ward pushing him out. Wow. They're going to use the time-lapse there. 1-for-1 trade. Benja's getting low, but he will Moonlight Shadow and Chikuchi away. Now Justin's stuck in the trees. He's got waveform in a second. This ultimate still pretty long. The shockwave, the fire elemental still going. The fire panda. It's about to run out. Those sheep taking that damage though. Meanwhile, they get a double kill from EHUG. Oh, I can't see what's going on. Smash getting chased down by that replicate and Jiggle. Looking to finish this maybe?
He just got drunk and brawler down. That was unfortunate there. And now, Masuko's come back over. Justin as well. The clap goes off for Smash. Down goes Jiggle Billy. Benha's going to work as well. And he pops over to the replicant. No! Oh my! That is the second time in 2 days we've seen that happen. When you go to the replicant, it does not disjoint attacks. That seems completely wrong to me. I feel like it totally should.
Man. That ability is already pretty good. You're gonna change it like that? Like that's just Masoku. Like, I can get this one attack off from downtown. I'll get the javelin. He'll die.
That was a 500 damage impetus.
Yeah, and we're trading back and forth now. So some of these fights, like that last fight, once that Tier 1 tower was gone, they should not have fought. They missed the RP on Smash. They couldn't get Benhaz. They only got one kill. It was like 1 for 3 or 1 for 4, something like that.
That was a lot of just really unfortunate things happening in a row. And I think the other thing is Jiggle skewered them away from Death Ward.
Yeah, the Death Ward, yeah.
And that was a big issue because it made it so Benhaz could just time lapse out. And he did get one kill out of that skewer, but Benhaz
he needed
was
to
still
skewer
alive.
the other way. Yeah. Just didn't happen.
Towards the woods, I think.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, the gold lead was even, but like when EHUG got those 2 fights, and now it's up to 5,000 for revenge. So these fights are very costly for EHUG. They're down 4,000 experience as well, which is certainly not good. They are still getting items. Justin still is going to be able to carry, but he's been fighting so much. He's not even really farming at this point. Smash has now got bots, a gem, and an Aghanim Scepter.
Jeez.
And his Blink Dagger, obviously. Mihawk has finished up a Maelstrom and a Drum, pretty much all from that fight, because his CS, like I said, wasn't stellar beforehand. So Revenge, they'll look for a pick-off, get some map control, maybe go for a Tier 2 towers into Roshan, or even go for Rosh earlier, unless EHUG take it.
Yeah, EHUG, I think, know that they're a bit behind, so they're making moves into Roshan to try to deal with that. They're using the Replicant on move command and taking up Roshan quite well.
It's doing a nice job. And Justin has no health. He's got 700 HP. He's got full Agi. He has living armor on him, but like after that, yeah, he's
coming back up now.
Oh, it's gonna hurt a bit, but
this
is gonna be Roshan.
This is important for EHUG, I think. It really brings them back into the game, makes it so they can fight a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
They really need to figure out a way to deal with Smash, though, because... Cakes! This looks bad. I'm not sure he's going to make it out here. There's detection as well. Going to try to... No, Smash blinks in. Shadow Demon, the one to finish him off. But, man, that blink clap, ultimate double clap with the Ags upgrade is... That's a lot of damage.
I mean, he didn't use it there, but like...
He didn't use it there, but it's just...
Just thinking about it, it's like a...
Yeah, that's a lot. He's got an invis room too. This could be dangerous for Jiggle.
They're going to take this Tier 2 tower. So now Revenge are decisively in the lead despite having an Aegis now for EHUG. It's really, again, it comes down to the RPs. And Smash has invis like you talked about. He's going to go right on Jiggle. Might even Primal Split. He'll blink away actually, missing the skewer. Nicely played there from Smash. God, that guy is so good.
Oh my god, he enchanted the Replicant. That's annoying.
Wow, that's awesome. That's the best thing ever. Can you still replicate to that?
I don't
think you can.
So.
I mean,
it's not your unit.
It's got Morph Replicate timer on it. That's true. It's not your unit, but
Morphling switches into his replication.
He has it.
I want to know if it works.
I really wanted to press that R button, but like that's not a good idea to do that. I think it still does, but like if they're just gonna send it to the well, like that's not the best idea at all. So
I would love to know if it works though.
Oh, they're baiting this. They're baiting Justin down here in the bottom lane. Benha's taking a bit of right click. Justin. He's going for an Ethereal Blade, by the way. Nisko's going to chase him. There's going to be the disruption coming through. Looks like he used the Force Staff to pop the Lincoln Sphere waveform out. Justin's going to strength morph and TP away, and he'll make it out just fine.
No problem. And unfortunately, someone in chat, if you know if that replicant thing works. I was trying to avoid avoid asking chat things this game, but I really want to know.
Yeah, I think all of us are very interested.
I think it might still work. I mean, it still said more for replicant on his hero.
I'm pretty sure it works. I just don't.
That would be really funny.
I just don't think there's a good opportunity. Like,
yeah, probably not.
Unless the Enchantress is just like she could bait that out too. She's like, oh, your replicant's like right here. There's no way
you want to go
farm.
Yeah.
It's like we're not sitting here. We're not baiting this at all. Come on, dude.
Oh man. Well, he just makes another one. He's gonna send it off and. Just going to be building towards that Ethereal Blade like you mentioned, and that's going to be quite good against the Shadow Demon. Mirana does not have a ton of HP either, and Enchantress a good target for the E-Blade as well. You really want to avoid right-clicking her if possible.
Even the Weaver, but he's got a Lincoln Sphere, so you got to break that somehow first with like a Force Staff. But BKB is now done for Jiggle, so he can fight a bit harder. Probably going to go for Refresher next. They'll take down a 2-2 tower. There's only one left in the game for EHUG right now. That's a Desolator done for Weaver, and they just continue to push now as 5. Like, Revenge know like this is their time, and they could absolutely win the game. And like you talked about it, it's like about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes when Smash has these items up. That's when he's going to be the most like significant in terms of
this
impact.
is it. I mean, he just got level 16. Ags is up. He has that gem as well, and that's going to make it really hard for Cakes to get away. And this is a bit rough. And Cakes really hasn't had the opportunity to really split push out these lanes, partly because of this gem, partly because of all the fighting that's been going on.
Yeah. And he didn't go for an Equith or anything. So it's not like he can just jump into a lane. He could throw up his Necro units and then his treants and then go to town and then just peace out. He can't quite do that. He might go for Necro after he picks up his Scythe. I'm not sure if he will. He might even go for a more right-click oriented build, but I don't know if that's the case. It really depends on what Cakes wants to do. But I don't know. We'll see. It stands right now. I mean, if we look at the gold graph, it's almost a 7,500 gold lead for Revenge, and this game was looking really close up until that last team fight in top.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it right here. This is the fight that EHUG won.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, it's just...
it's a big dip.
Yeah, it's not looking great for them at this point. And XP, pretty similar. A little bit more severe when that fight happened, but...
Well, I mean, it's not as much, but still. I mean, it's a big jump up. You can see, like, that big, like, spike, so...
BKB is now finished for Jiggle Billy.
Yeah.
That's going to give him some game. Mostly, I guess, against the Claps. The Claps are pretty annoying for him.
The Claps and maybe Arrows and Disruption, and so he can't get locked down when he's trying to just either throw up an RP, Skewer, Shockwave. Yeah, as much as possible, essentially. His next item, like I said, it should probably be a Refresher. I don't expect it to be anything else, but I've been wrong before. So it really comes down to, again, the RPs.
Yeah, I think if Jiggle gets off his combo perfectly, I mean, we saw that bottom lane fight, they just wrecked.
Yeah.
But the problem is now that they're fighting through a Brewmaster who has almost 2,000 HP. They don't have their E-Blade online yet, and they don't have the Sheep either.
And the thing is, when you get the E-Blade, I don't know if you even go for the Brewmaster. He's got too much HP.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if he's half health, then yes, I think finish him off.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, it depends on who's...
It's hard to say. I mean, how much stock do you put in the Brewmaster in the fight? I mean, it seems like a pretty important thing, but the other thing is Ben Haas is not
that's going to be
farm either.
That's going to be a prime target as well now. Before they could have gotten it with just saying, okay, listen,
just kind of ignore him for a little bit.
Ben Haas has nothing. He's got a Lincoln Sphere and he's got a Midas. It's not going to do much. But now he's got a Desolator. Now he does damage. Now he's got Shikuchi, which I mean he had before, but you've got to bring down those two heroes. I think that you have to put a lot of stock in Smash because Thunderclap is so good and he's got a decent mana pool on top of that. So it's going to be difficult for difficult for EHUG again, but also we have to consider Death Ward and Overgrowth. I mean, those are two abilities we don't talk about often, but level 2 Death Ward is going to be online. If somehow Sheep can get an Aghanim Scepter, maybe it's going to be enough. There's a lot of if, ands, and buts in this game for EHUG.
Oh, missed Skewer in the mid lane.
I was looking for Miss Sophie.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts. And, well, Mystico's going to be on the way out here. There's a lot of heroes, but he has a Force Staff, and he's just going to get himself out of there.
I even would not mind a Halberd for EHUG right now, for the Enchantress, and for the Weaver, and for the Mirana even. I think a Halberd's fine. I just don't know who would pick it up.
Yeah.
They do have the Scythe now done, though. You can see it clearly on Cakes, so he's got that there, and that's a huge pickup for them. They have to... If they just need, a Force Staff to break that Lincoln Sphere, though, for the Weaver. They just don't have that. Witch Doctor's going to go for a Ghost Scepter, which is interesting. That means that the right click is... Which there's a lot of right click for Revenge. Sheep will be a bit safer now, but
They can just throw out the Death Ward, hit the Ghost Scepter, and
yeah.
hope that he doesn't die.
Yeah.
But bottom lane, Masuko just continue to roam around. He has finished up that Ags, and he's doing quite a bit of damage at this point. Justin, nearing his E-Blade, really does not want to die right now. Benha's coming over, Masuko as well. He needs to be a bit careful. He's got a Rupkin all the way in top lane, though, so I think he should be just fine.
12 seconds. They'll throw out the Swarm. Justin, I think, saw that. I hope. You might hear the Shikuchi. He's got 6 seconds. He needs to leave.
Oh, he's
okay,
out.
He's good.
He's going to get hit by this Impetus when it comes up here, I think, but...
That'll hurt, but it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Smash actually might jump on top of him because of the Impetus. I don't think so.
Is
but
it coming? Maybe
I
it's not
don't
coming.
see it.
Maybe it gets disjointed over a certain range. I need to figure out how that ability works.
I mean, that would be a lot of damage. Dustin's going to come through. Misko's going to throw out the Disruption. He's going to stay around. He's got to force to the low ground here. Blink Dagger not available. Misko's still running away. Cake's looking to TP in, but he went to the river instead. That was not the right place to go, my friend. He juked you. You just got your ankles broken, my friend.
That's
probably my only sports term that I like.
Barry Sanders, breaking the ankles.
Breaking the ankles.
Well, yeah. What's the other one? Say like the highlight stick from like a football game, like a Madden. I don't even know, dude.
I like just saying whoop. I'm just gonna say whoop through the rest of our cast now. Justin has finished up E-Blade though, and he still has that Aegis. I gotta imagine that is expiring soon. Yes, it is. Is that their ticket?
Well, listen, we're not gonna try to figure it out. Just it'll expire when it
It's
expires.
soon.
Yeah.
Soon it's
Let's just call it
expiring.
soon, yeah.
For about 45 seconds, I think.
He does have his E-Blade. 30 seconds.
All right,
So that's
I
pretty
was
close.
close.
Yeah, you're fine. And now it looks like Revenge want to take down this last tower, and that H just didn't provide a lot for EHUG. They couldn't fight with it. It's about to go down, so if they fight now and they die, it's a bit tough. So they will defend the tier 2 tower, maybe. Fortification is available, but they might want to save that for the high ground. One bad fight, and if you use your fort and all of a sudden you lose a tier 3 in a rack. So
yeah, and this is a really timely push, but now EHUG Pandago in a lot of trouble. Overgoat's going to go off. There's immediately the split after. He's going to go down to Benha. Sheep getting bursted down, and this is not the fight that EHUG wants. To be honest, they really need to be the ones that are engaging.
And I mean, just smash jumping in. They know the ultimate's down though, which is at least something.
The deeps on that tower.
Yeah, I mean,
The owner is finished for Mihawk. Where the hell did that come from?
He got it a couple minutes ago, and a lot of that is because they've been pushing down towers though. Like that Mjolnir is specifically the product of towers and no CS pretty much whatsoever. Oh, I guess 129 is not bad for Mihawk. They cannot push the high ground yet. There's still a fort up. They're going to respawn with EHUG. Really good job for Revenge to back off now and continue to farm up and get some more items and get a bigger advantage. It just seems like even though Justin has now his Ethereal Blade, they aren't doing anything. How do you deal with this kind of game for Revenge? And there's just this big advantage. It's going to start becoming 10,000 and 75,000 or 7,500, excuse me, for gold for Revenge right now, but it feels like a lot more than that, honestly.
Yeah, it does. I mean, EHUG are really struggling here, and I think, honestly, it comes down to the way the engagements have gone down are really not favorable for EHUG. If they get engaged on, RP is not that great because it's just going to be one hero running. You know, Smash is just going to run forward. The rest of these heroes aren't really interested in being right next to you, so, you know, the counter RP is not nearly as good. It's not like it's a team of melee heroes.
Yeah, you're right.
Just Smash, and, you know, we see what happens when he gets Overgrowth, when he gets RP'd. As soon as it's done, he just immediately ulties. Mihawk sends out an arrow. Pandago's Nature's Guy's up. It's going to miss, but they need to be the ones who are engaging here. And wow, Justin is just getting chunked by Benhaz. And in comes Jingle Billy. There's the RP. Do they have enough damage to bring down Benhaz? They need to be careful. There's the time lapse back. A bit too late. Cakes wasn't here. There finally is the Sheep Stick. They're going to pop the Overgrowth.
Shotgun.
The Maledict. He's going down.
They didn't even need to use the shotgun. That's huge. That's 2 kills. There's no rotations coming down bottom. They were too far away from the tower. They were too far out. They thought they had map control, but look at where these wards are here from the Dire team. They just knew they had the advantage coming through. Justin baited very well, and a very strong RP, which, again, that's what it needs to be for Jigglebilly. Like, if you get the skewer RP, you're fine. And he didn't even have to use his BKB for that. It's still 10-second duration. They might get a tier 2 tower here out of this, which is huge for them. They need more gold, and they'll stop at least some of the aggression coming out for Revenge just for a couple of seconds, but it's a nice bit of rest.
It's a needed breath of fresh air for EHUG.
Absolutely.
That's a fight they take. They kill 2 cores. They knock down the tower. It's a huge influx of gold for their team. You see them all much healthier now. And Sheep, well, he's going to start building towards that Aghanim Scepter, and it looks like EHUG are just going to present some pressure on this Tier 3 tower.
He might even be able to get this.
And if no one shows up, well, it's a free tower.
Smash is going to show up, though. He's going to use that Primal Split. He got up the Shiva's Guard as well. Cakes is in some big trouble right now. Justin is on the backside. He's going to say, I am out of here. But no, you are not. You're going to get disruption right now. He has a replicate, and he just hits that R button and runs away. So they don't even actually lose Cakes. I'm not sure how he got out, but it looks like he TP'd away.
Oh, my God.
He is a Harry Houdini if I've ever seen one, my friend, and he will pick up his Necro 2 alongside that. So not only did they put some pressure on that Tier 2 tower, but they all survive as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's just perfect for them. I mean, you present damage on the tower, you don't really overcommit.
Yeah.
They did a perfect job, and Justin has done a really nice job with these replicants, making sure that he always has somewhere to go.
Yes.
Always has an escape path.
Yes.
Very important as Morphling, because if you get stuck in there, as soon as your waveform's gone, you are just dead in the water.
Yeah, it's really important for Justin, and sooner rather than later, he's going to have a Mantis Style, which will provide him a bit more damage. He'll probably go for a Scotty or BKB, one of those two items next after that. Maybe a Butterfly, because there is a lot of right-click, but either of those three, actually.
Yeah.
So.
And we saw Smash has the Shivas use that in the last fight, and Roshan is up now, so we'll see if they want to use that and try to take advantage of it. They do have RP available. I think fights in the pit for them are pretty okay as long as Smash doesn't have ult.
Yes.
Smash has ulti, it can be
well, that's the thing. It's like that's a big if, too. It's a pretty short cooldown. 100 seconds is not bad. It's a lot like RP, so... RP is like, what, 120, I think?
That's cool.
No, 100, though. They're the same. Oh, shotgun goes through. That's a lot of damage.
Pop him.
Yeah, but that was without waveform. Not that he would have gotten the kill with it, but...
Justin's capable of dealing quite a lot of damage. He is full agi at this point, so...
Yeah.
Those shotgun blasts are no joke.
If they get the RP, they could certainly kill Smash.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Again...
Oh, Reaver up for Benhaz.
Yeah, Benhaz has had that for actually a while. He's going to buy his heart right now. I believe he's got enough for it. Recipe and the Vitality Booster on the Courier, so Benhaz is going to be tough to kill him now.
Well, mid lane, they get Smash. Can they kill him? They need to bring him down. The Death Ward. Cakes came over, and that's the pickoff they needed to start off a big fight, to start off Roshan. But they need to go. Benhaz is doing it with Desolator.
Yeah,
Do they know this is happening?
I don't think they know, but they need to get there quickly. It's going to be a bit too late, I think.
It's almost dying.
They don't have RP either. Maybe they just let it go. Moonlight Shadow's going to fly. They might wait for him in, but the Roshan is going to fall. It's going to be Benhaz who picks it up. They buy back the Beast, or Brewmaster, rather. He was about to TP in. He got canceled. He's going to have to run there. They know that the TP got canceled. Benhaz, he's going to get cast up, but he's going to get force-staffed away as well. I don't know if you chase the EHUG. Oh, Sheep gets arrowed right now. This might be the counter-initiation Revenge is looking for. They're all coming back in. Cakes is going to TP away. Sheep might die to this. He's going to get Demonic Purge. He'll be the last, or the first to fall, I should say, and maybe the only one to fall as well. So that's a bit too late for EHUG. That reaction time was just not there, really. They lose Sheep because of it. They do force out the buyback from Smash, which is strong, but now there is a heart, and there is also an Aegis up in this Weaver, so they can go for a Tier 3 tower. They can be aggressive here.
Yeah, no RP for 30 seconds with the Brewmaster ulti. I think that this is definitely an opening for Revenge, and we'll see if they can take advantage of it.
Yeah. Smash will deny the top Tier 1 tower. Blink Dagger now done for Misko, which is solid. I mean, he's got a Force and Blink. He's got some decent farm here on the Shadow Demon. The supports for EHUG vastly underfarmed and underleveled. Well, maybe not that much. I mean, talk about the Ghost Scepter. Maybe a BKB for Witch Doctor as well, but he's still pretty far away from it. Now they're looking to at least try to put pressure on the Tier 3 tower. Living Armor is going to make that difficult. And now the Rat Dota comes out here for EHUG.
Yeah, they need to figure out a way here to just try to rat this one out. Now that the Necro books are up for Cake, it's definitely an option, level 3. And they need to be careful, though. If he gets caught out, it could be a lot of trouble there. Oh, that Courier just died.
It didn't have anything
on it. Yeah.
I think it was going to the side shop. Secret shop, rather. That's unfortunate. You have to remember also is that Smash is bots. So anytime they want to fight here, if they have a creep wave or any sort of creep here, he can just TP onto that and they can go. But same thing goes for Cakes. He can just stay down bottom, push that wave out, make it so Smash has to kind of defend this, and that'll push, I think, Revenge back for the time being. This game is certainly not over. EHUG still have a way back in this one. Revenge, they don't have this victory just yet. It's only a 7,500 gold lead, which I say only, but...
It's 37 minutes. That's not that much.
Yeah.
The XP is quite close, and... Well, we'll see how this progresses here. I mean, I think it still just comes down to initiation. If they're able to kill Smash before the fight, they've got a good opportunity. If he gets his ulti off, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't really rely on Smash not getting his ultimate off. He's going to get it off every time, I think.
I mean, if he gets RP'd cheap, though, like that pick off. In a team fight, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be too hectic. I'm waiting for a 5-man RP, I really am. But this game is maybe not the game for it.
Yeah, Jiggle's been playing pretty well, though, on this Magus. Usually, I'm just extremely critical of Magnus players because I think if you don't play the hero perfectly, he's not very good. And Jiggle's been doing okay. I mean, he uses RPs even when it's only one hero. If he knows he can get the kill, I think that's an important thing. He hasn't missed too many skewers. He's had some questionable decision-making on the skewers, but...
I mean, the one that comes to mind is the Death Ward.
Yeah, the Death Ward one is what I'm particularly thinking of. But they're 4-man smoked here. They're going to try to get a pick off. They are barking up the wrong tree a little bit. It looks like they might run into these supports. That would be a big problem for EHUG, but...
Yeah, there's a gem up on Pandego. He really can't lose this. They're going to throw up a ward first. They might head into the jungle next or just stay in that mid lane. Smoke's going to run out in just a couple of seconds here, but they might still catch up some of these heroes. They're going to get revealed, Pandego. They have the gem up, I believe, on Misko. No, they gave it to somebody else. Who did they give it to? It was on Misko a second ago. Who has the gem?
Smash.
It might be Smash? Yeah.
Well,
he was not with them. They ping on him. He's like, if you were there, dude, we'd probably get a kill. So.
And this is what I was talking about the other day. I think people are just way too gems against, the treants, or make sure you actively use them.
No, they have the gem, but...
I mean, yeah, but didn't put it on the person who was actually looking for kills.
Yeah. They get the tier 3.
I understand why Smash has it, though.
Smash trying to go right now on Justin. Justin's just going to replicate out, and that's tier 3 tower. That's the...
Rat, man.
That's the first tier 3 of the game, and Revenge are just like, are you serious right now? Like...
Can you come fight us?
Like, can you not rat Dodo us right now? Like, this is a big game for us, and there's still, I mean, Benhaz is very farm, but the ranged barracks, that is exactly what you want to go for if you're EHUG right now. That's not going to regen up. Yes, you'd like to have the melee a bit more, but if EHUG take down the range racks, that's a big start to them.
Yeah, and it's a step in the right direction. It makes it easier for them to push the creeps in with those necro books, and Cakes really has done a great job. I said earlier, we haven't seen him pushing out the lanes too much. He's definitely rectified that. He's just been pushing in bottom this entire time, and you can see, I mean, it's paid off. Tier 3 tower is dead.
Yeah, he's also got 4K gold, so his next item is going to be coming up soon. He's got the second most in net worth. He's only behind Benhaz, who's very farmed, like I talked about. There's no outer towers except for this tier 2 middle left on the map, which is full health. So...
What do you think Nature's Prophet goes for next? Damage? Or like an Orchid?
I think Orchid's really good against Weaver, but he's got a Lincoln Sphere.
Pretty good against Brew as well.
Damage might be okay.
Yeah, I think it just kind of depends how they envision this. If he wants to continue split pushing, maybe you get something like Desolator.
Yeah, Desolator would be huge because no one else is going to be building that on EHUG.
Yeah.
So, armor reduction is also very nice.
Mantis Style has been finished up for Justin here, and that's just another item that will help him split push. Perfect item, I think, for the situation. There's not a ton of AoE clear as well for Revenge. Just the Brew, who moves forward immediately. Smash going in. He pops the oldie Sheep. He's basically going to die just to the burning fire of the Panda, and down goes the Fire Panda. So a lot of the damage is done. They're still just bringing down the tower, though. Benhaz with that Desolator doing tons of building damage. They still have the RP available. EHUG are being very patient with this engagement.
They really want to kill this Master. Justin is chasing so far. Oh, the blink away just in time now. They get the RP, they get the Seer. Ben has the Death Ward, but do they have the damage? Time-lapse is probably available. He's got his Aegis. He's going to use that time-lapse, though. They're going to get one kill. It's going to be on Misko. Sheep getting low. Ben has that Aegis is about to fall and will. Mihawk right-clicking Justin down. He's getting stunned up right now, taking a lot of damage. Benhaz back in the fight. They're going to use that casket. It's going to go through Pandego, getting impetus. They're going to take down the melee racks, it looks like. Maybe Skewer. It's on cooldown for another 7 seconds. Benhaz getting low. The living armor. Pandego. He has no overgrowth. Justin still chasing the waveform. The right-click. Is it there? There's the adaptive strike. He's down for 82 seconds, and they don't get the melee racks. A nice defense coming out for EHUG here. And they might even be able to force out a buyback or something on Benhaz, but they take 3 lives even.
Yeah.
3 lives.
And that's a huge deal because with the melee, I mean, they didn't even touch the range racks. With the melee barracks not dying, between the regening and living armor, that thing is going to be back to full HP very soon. It was just at 200, now it's already over 500, and Pandego going to just heal that up continually. And EHUG, a really great fight for them. They're able to mostly just deal with the ulti from the bear. Sheep did die, but to be honest, that's not the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, no, Sheep is expendable. That's not good, though.
God.
That is a refresher orb. That's something that is a very big deal. And a Hex coming up as well. Revenge now, they say, we're going to take this game into overdrive right now. We want to win this game. We want to finish this off. They're going to lose a tier 2 tower, but they might be able to initiate on the backside. Smash getting caught out. There's going to be the primal split. Overgrowth, it's going to be used. They're bringing down the air span as well. Now the Fire Spirit getting focus as well. The primal split not doing much. He's not really looking to fight here. They're going to back off. They wasted that second primal split. Actually, no, it was the first one. He didn't even refresh for that.
In the last fight, yeah.
That was, well, I mean, it was on cooldown.
He did. It was on cooldown, yeah.
But then it just got back up again, so...
well, if they click on him, they'll know they have the refresher now. I thought he just blinked in, refreshed him.
Yeah, I thought he refreshed beforehand, but that wasn't the case. So
huge creep wave bottom Mihawk to push out, and they steal the Necro creep. This is the really annoying thing about Necroing onto the Enchantress. Makes it much harder, but not much further progress on these racks bottom for EHUG. But this mid one coming back up, almost at 1,000 now. So.
Benhaz is almost 6 slotted. He needs to get bots and then another item, and he's good to go. He just finished up a Daedalus, so... this is priority number 1. Yes, Smash has the Aghanim Scepter. Yes,
but he's starting to fall off now.
Yeah, absolutely. 43 minutes in, and now it's going to become Benhaz and even Mihawk, who just finished up his BKB not too long ago. So Justin has a lot of work on. He's got a lot.
Top racks die.
I guess so. Wow, we were clearly not paying attention. I don't know how that happened.
Cakes,
we missed
man.
it. So.
I think Cakes was absent for that fight middle.
That's a big pickup because that's not range. That's melee
racks.
That's melee racks. So top lane is going to get pressured continuously, and someone's going to have to be here to defend for the most part. Yeah. This frees up a lot of map control for EHUG. Roshan now is going to be very, very, very easy to take. Well, not easy, but easier.
Man, that was such a short Rosh. I feel like every Rosh since this new clock has been like 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, we've seen maybe a couple long ones, but...
most of them have been very short, and this is a big advantage for EHUG as they are positioned up to take it. Justin just going to try to solo it down. He's making a replicant. He wants to make sure he does not get trapped in this pick. And, that's a refresher for Jiggle as well. This could be a huge fight. Both teams are positioning around this, and they're going to leave. I don't think either team can really forfeit this Rosh, though.
It's cheese, so no, I don't think so. I mean, you've got to defend this. TP's going to come through from Smash. He's going to try to be part of this. Nature's Prophet could just push in top, but I think they need help. If they need help here, they need to go for this fight. Shiva's Guard, there's the Primal Split in the backside. Pandago, Overgrowth again, but he's going to fall. It looks like at least he might be the only one. They do have the vision coming through. He's going to get Soul Catcher, the Shadow Poison as well. Jiggle Billy, he's going to go for an RP in the pit. There it goes. Maybe 3 down if they get a nice shockwave. They need to use the waveform. They've got to do something. There's the Refresher coming through. The Death Ward as well. Can they get anything else done? Benjas, no time lapse. There's the Aegis. BKB, Mihawk's going to live maybe. Can they right click him down? Justin, you've got to do something. Misko, he goes sceptered. Now he's down. 2 for 2 trade. Smash is going to TP away. Now Mihawk's going to fall. Triple kill for Justin. A close game. Smash will blink away. And now they are looking solid. A 3 for 2 trade. They get the Aegis. Cakes gets the bottom set of racks and the top set of racks. The Rat Dota. It is real. Cakes is now, well, he doesn't even need to be part of the fight.
The Deso, man.
There it is.
This is the building killing item along with the Necro, and he's just killing everything. And even if he dies here, I don't even think he cares that much.
Benhaz is just trying to... He gets the melee racks mid, but... Cakes, like you mentioned, getting caught out. Primal Split, the Rock's getting flown. And Cakes is taking that fire damage like you talked about. He's going to try to TP away. Rock is not available, but the Air Cyclone is coming out for the Storm one. Cakes, Shadow Blade not up, and he's going to go down, but he's got plenty of
5,000 gold. He just killed half the base, and this is the Raxes you really don't like to see down if you're Revenge. And I think now, honestly, their only option is to YOLO push down middle.
Yeah, the thing is they don't
There's no buyback on Magnus.
There's no Refresher Orb, there's no
He's
split.
Up in 8 seconds, though.
There's no Refresher Orb, there's no split, so the thing is now, they pretty much have to wait 60 seconds to fight. Benjaz is getting focused too much. With the Heart of Trask, with his Lincoln Sphere, he is still dying. Like, he is still dying. A lot of
that was
because...
a perfect engagement by Jiggle. If it was just a second... Imagine if they did that when Roche was still alive. How huge that would have been. I mean, the game probably would have been over. They would have gotten Negus and a cheese, but he was just a little bit late to the party, but it's still more than enough. And he goes solo on Benhaz. He needs assistance, though. Sheep's here. The Lincolns goes off. A great disruption from Misko, but the Death Ward goes down. The Overgrowth as well, and Justin is just going to town on Benhaz, who falls to the Nature's Prophet and the Magnus. And now the rest of Revenge are on the way out. Can they make it out? Refresher up in 40 seconds. Smash coming forward. He doesn't have the ultimate, though, so he's not nearly as effective trying to make it out. There's the shotgun. Smash is so low. Masuku now. The BKB up for Mihawk. He goes down. Justin getting the kill. EHUG turning this game around. They were so far behind just 10 minutes ago, and now it seems like they're on the verge of victory. What a skewer by Jiggle Billy. Double buyback from Revenge. Is it even going to be enough? This game might just be over.
They already bought back on the Weaver. He's down. He cannot buy back. We just saw Smash buy back. He did not have the ultimate like you talked, but there are only 2 alive. They're going to push down this last set of racks here, and it looks like EHUG, like you said, they were so far behind, almost 10k. It's back to even, and they're going to take the last set of racks. You cannot outpush Mega Creeps right now. It's just not going to happen. Jiggle Billy and Justin and Pandago, they're all playing out of their minds right now. It's disgusting how good they're playing in this game when they need a win. Smash going to come through. There's the Primal Split. They're going to try to focus Justin down, but look at the right clicks going through. The Lincoln Sphere is going to get popped. They're going to back off now. Waveform forward. They get an easy kill on Marana, absolutely obliterating him. Overgrowth is going to come through. Can they focus the Third Spirit down? He is done. No buyback. This is going to be a set of racks. This is going to be the game. EHUG, they turn it around. They play Dota, and they win.
Unbelievable performance out of EHUG. They knew exactly what they had to do. Cakes had did an unbelievable job that game. Some people like hating Cakes, and he was the reason that they're back in that game, playing that Nature's Prophet, pushing down the side lanes, and honestly, he just played unbelievably well. What a game out of EHUG, man. And we know and we love these guys, and it's great to see them win.
Yeah.
Especially against Revenge. I mean, that's one of the hardest teams in the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's huge for them. Revenge, man, they were looking so strong, so solid, and you got to think, man, like, what would they do without Jiggle? What would they do without Cakes? And I think Cakes made it up for that FF loss yesterday, perhaps.
Dude, that was
impressive
to watch. What
a
performance there by EHUG. So now they're up to 3-3. They're at even. They really need to win out for the rest of the day, I think, to have a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we look at the schedule, I got the schedule is help.
I got you.
Looking at the schedule here, our next game is going to be CNB versus Revenge, so we're going to be watching them again. But what I'm really interested in to see is where does EHUG have to go from here?
I'm sure they have a lot of really solid teams to play still.
I think they still have to play Liquid and Gnar.
I think they played Liquid already, I'm pretty sure.
They did. You're right. Okay.
They lost that game.
So they still need to play Gnar. They beat Revenge.
Yeah.
Their games that are left are CNB, No Earth Spirit, and SNA. SNA is going to be a really hard game. I think someone in the chat was mentioning that SNA just dismantled Gnar.
Wow.
Okay. If that happened, yeah, they did, dude. Look, Gnar's now down to 3rd place. Liquid 5-1, Sneaky Nyx Assassins 5-2. So we've got ourselves quite a day too here.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to wiggle here for some teams, and this is where it all comes together for some of these teams here. The make or break moments, if you will. There's certain teams that are in fact out of it for. I mean, they're mathematically impossible. 0-7, so. Yeah, you can't make it in after that. But this kind of shakes things up. This game and the NAR SNA game shake things up. So. We are going to take a break, guys. We're going to get into our next game in just a couple of moments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys head over to BeyondTheSummit.tv if you want to catch all the NA Hub action. It will redirect to our team page, which is really important, guys. And, of course, that is twitch.tv/team/TI4NA. Make sure you tweet hashtag TI4NA. That's going to be our hashtag for the Twitterverse, I suppose, for the qualifiers. And, again, if you enjoy the cast, make sure you follow us. You can follow me at MontDota2. My name is Mont. With me, Greg, What Is Hip. You can follow him at What Is Hip TV and follow twitter.com/HighGroundTV as well as this channel. I think that's it, man.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us again. Our next game again is going to be CNB versus Revenge, and looks like that's going to be in about 20 minutes. So we're going to put up some music for you and maybe play a hype video or two, and we'll be back soon. But goddamn, man, EHUG did it. Feels good. We'll see you guys soon.